सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणताः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः सर्वयोगाः तान्नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ श्रीहिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। 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 ॐ श्री पतंजलि महर्षये 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 नमः। ॐ श्री व्यास 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 महर्षये नमः। Let us chant the Prathama Sutra 3 times. Om Atha Sri Maharshi Patanjali Pranita Yoga Darshana Shastram Prathama Padaha Samadhi Padaha Pratamam Sutram Om Atha Yoga Anushasanam Om Atha Yoganuशासनम् Om Atha Yoganuशासनम्. So, while giving us the introduction and Bhashyam, Vyasa Bhagavan is trying to make us clearly understand what is the subject matter in this great Yoga Darshana Shastra. So, Atha Yoganushastram, Atha is a beginning, Adhikruta, beginning. Yoga Anushasanam, Yoga Shastra. Yoga Shastra is beginning. Yoga Shastra means, Anushasana means Kartavyam, Veditavyam. One must study, practice so that one gets liberated. All that are there in the Anushasanam, Anushastram, Veditavyam. Now the most important word to be valued and pondered over is Yoga. So Yoga is Samadhi. Samadhi is Chitta Swabhavika Dharma. But Chitta made up of the three gunas. Therefore, whichever the guna is predominant, that guna is disturbing the natural samadhi sthiti of chitta. Thus, we are entering into the samsara. Therefore, the Yoga Shastra. Yoga Shastra is to make the chitta regain its samadhi sthiti. Like all Vedanta is what? To regain our own Swarupa sthiti only. Because we have become Jiva coming out of our own Swarupa Anubhava. So all spiritual sadhanas are undoings only. There is nothing to do. You are already the self. Here also. Now the Chitta Bhumikas were touched upon. In the Kshipta Bhumika, because of Tamo Guna, you can never do the sadhana to become the yogi. Or the Samadhi sadhana is never possible. Because in the Kshipta Bhumika, the Chitta Vrutthis are totally into the worldly objects. So that state of our Chitta, when our Chittas Vrutthis are totally of the objects of the world, that is called as the Chitta in the Kshipta Bhumi. Naturally, when the Bhumi of Chitta is Kshipta, where the Vrutthis are only of the worldliness, how can one practice Samadhi? Is it not? Imagine that. Kshiptam Rajasa Visheshu Eva Vrittimato. Because the extreme force of the Rajoguna, that Chitta which is always about the Vishayas of the, which has already Vritti is only about the Vishayas. backed by obviously the vasanas and habits. How can it do the samadhi sadhana? Therefore, not possible. Second one, Muda Chitta. What is it? Tamasa Nidra Di Vruttimatu. Because the Tamo Guna, when the Chitta is always in the laziness or the Nidra or in Avastha like unconsciousness only in Murchata, मूर्छा में ही रहते हम both the time, पता ही नहीं चलता कहाँ है क्या कर रहे हैं. That is also chitta in Mudha Bhumika. When the chitta vrittis are of Nidra, that is chitta is in Mudha Bhumika. When the chitta vrittis are of the Vishayas, it is in the Kshipta Bhumi. In both of them, yoga not possible. Third one, yoga is possible but not stable. Therefore, even in the Vikshipta third Bhumika, we don't talk the yoga possible. That is where Bhashyakara started saying, कि तत्र विक्षिप्ते चेतसि विक्षेप उपसर्जनीभूतः समाधिः. Vikshepa upasarjanibhutah samadhi. With the Vikshepa chitta, we are trying to go to the samadhi level, but again and again the upasarjanibhutah, that samadhi tried in the Vikshipta chitta is again and again disturbed by rajas and tamas. Therefore, na yoga pakshe vartate, we don't call it as yoga. So विक्षिप्त चित्त वाला समाधि योग को आपको नहीं दिलाएगा. There are two words to remember. One is yoga, second is samadhi. Samadhi is the sadhana, yoga is the siddhi. In the samadhi, we do the sadhana of chitta vritti nirodha, which is only a means, not the goal. The goal is yoga. Yoga is to establish in the self. Okay? The chitta, when it is in Kshipta Bhumi, it is fully established in the not self called as Vishayas. How can it be used for Vedanta or meditation? In the Mudha Bhumika, it is going into Avidya Ajnanam Nidra. In the Vikshipta Bhumi, where there is some Sattva Guna, because of Sattva Guna, you are trying to achieve the Samadhi. You may even achieve Samadhi, but still Rajas Tamas are pulling it. Therefore, you are pulled back into the earlier Bhumikas only. Not only that, in that Vikshipta Bhumika Chitta, Samadhi can never be converted into the yoga. Chitta Samadhi will not take us to the Atma Yoga. These are the three bhumikas which are not helpful. Now in the Chaturtha bhumika called as Ekagra Chitta. First definition of Ekagra we saw yesterday. You know, what is the Ekagra definition of? Ekasmin eva vishaye agram Ekagram. Only focusing on one particular thing is called Ekagram. Shikha yasya chitta deepasya. And what is that? चित्त का दीप का शिखा एक ही विषय पे फोकस कर रहा है. See, chitta actually is knowledge. That will come in the second sutra explanation by Bhashyakara. That time you will see. वो वाला अभी touch करूँगा तो फिर I will have to explain. Here, chitta I have in my closed eyes. What I feel is called chitta, and that is million pointed now. The chitta deepa shikha when is single pointed. Not only that. Second one is what? Ki vishuddha sattvataya. In that there is no distraction of the tamas and rajas. Third one is what? Ekasmineva vishe vakshamana avadhikruta kala paryantam. To the amount of the time we have decided. So, chitta, it is jnana pradipa, it is focusing on one vishaya, and while doing so, it is not getting distracted by the rajas and tamas, because the Shuddha Sattva is there, Mishra Tamas is not, Mishra Sattva is not there, like the Vikshipta. Vikshipta mein Sattva is there, but Mishrita with Rajas and Tamas. In the Ekagra Bhumi, Shuddha Sattva is there. And that Chitta is focusing only on one particular Vishaya, not getting distracted with other two. Third point is what? To the amount of time we have selected, half an hour. Half an hour, I'll just do my Yoga Darshanam study. So if the chitta is in Ekagra Bhumi, then it will do only that study without any distraction of Rajas and Tamas for that half an hour. That is called the achievement of Ekagra Bhumi of the chitta. We have to gain it. Having said so, Nivatasta Deepavatu. Just like the lamp kept in the place freed from the wind. In this Ekagra Bhumi Chitta alone, the Samadhi and Yoga are possible. That is explained by Bhashyakara here. First, we have understood what is Kshipta mode of Vikshipta, influenced by Tamas, influenced by Rajas. There is Sattva in Vikshipta, but again disturbed by Rajas and Tamas. You and I are most of the time in this mode. Because we are in Sattva Guna, that's why we listen or we study. But while we are listening or studying, is not our mind going into the Vishayas? That's called as the Rajoguna distracting us. Are we not becoming sometime unmindful or sleepy or forgetful? In between the breaks are happening, that is the overpowering of tamas. We don't have the continuous awareness of anything which we choose for the period we have chosen, which is the Ekagra Bhumi. While listening only, you can observe your minds. It will be very crystal clear picture whether we are in which Bhumika. We are struggling to be in the Vikshipta, but sometimes we are gone to Kshipta. Kshipta means what? Totally thrown into the Vishayas without your choice. Out of the Vasanas and Rajoguna. Without your information only. Like when you sit for Japam, you can see how many Vishayas the mind runs into. That shows we are in the Kshipta Bhumika. While struggling to pull them to concentration, you get tired and feeling sleepy. That's called as Muda Bhumika. Trying to maintain Om Namo Narayana or Om Mantra, but again going into sleepiness, again going into other objects, that's what Vikshipta Bhumi. These three are not useful for Samadhi. Samadhi ke bina yoga nahi hota. Only in the Ekagra Bhumika, Samadhi and Yoga are possible. Therefore, our necessity of doing Yoga Sadhana, all the practices to bring the Chitta to Ekagra Bhumi and bring Chitta to Niruddha. And in that, in the Ekagra Bhumi, we get the Samadhi. In the Niruddha Bhumi, we get the Yoga, which is the purpose of the entire text, which is the acme of the evolution of any individual or Jiva. Now, what happens in the Ekagra Bhumi when we are doing Yoga Sadhana? Which will be told to us. Beautiful explanation. 5-6 words are there, very profound, very wonderful. Today we'll explain all of them to the extent possible. What he says ki yahatu ekagre chetasi. When one brings the chitta to ekagra bhumika, you have to do all the practices. Abhyas vairagya se sab hota hai. Sadhana abhi nahi bataya, aage bata. Yahatu ekagre chetasi. These are the 5 things happen. First, sadbhutam artham pradyotayati. Second, shinoti cha kleshanu. Third, karma bandhanani shnathayati. Fourth, nirodha abhimukham karoti. That is equal to sasampragnata yoga iti akhyayate. One by one word. Today also I'll tell this, tomorrow also, so that you get a clear idea of it. When I am in Ekagra Bhumika, with that Ekagra Bhumika, whatever the yoga sadhanas which are going to be told in the future, I am going to do them. When I do them, first thing happens is what? Sadbhutam artham pradyotayat. Artham means Vishaya. Sadbhutam artham means the Vishaya. And Vishaya is what? The thought only. Pradyotayati means Prakarshena dotayati means Prakashayati. So in the Ekagra Bhumi Sthiti, be attentive. The Chitta is able to illuminate every of the thought which is containing some or the other object without any vagueness crystal clearly. That's what we said, Ekagra Bhumi ke arth mein. When you are sent to a room and you are called back and asked, what have you seen? Some people तो हाँ एक आध दो चीज देखा, कोई कहते हैं 10-12. There's only one person who has visualized everything. Do you remember that hotel example we gave? That is the meaning of Sat Bhutam Artham Pradyotayati. Means every thought that is there in the Chitta is fully become aware by the Chitta when we are in the Ekagra Bhumi. हर एक वृत्ति का पूरी तरह से अवेयरनेस होना. Now imagine how great it would be that every thought coming to us, we are fully aware. Then will it not be possible for us, therefore, to select and delete the non-positive and use the right thoughts or positive thoughts. So sadbhutam artham pradyotayati is what? In the ekagra chitta, when the samadhi abhyasa sadhana is done, at that samadhi level, एकाग्र चित्त भूमिका के द्वारा करने वाले योग साधना से पहुंचने वाले समाधि स्थिति में वृत्तियां जो होते हैं उसका पूरा ज्ञान होता है, हर एक वृत्ति का. इट इज वन और इट इज टू और 10, दे आर क्रिस्टल क्लियरली नोन. Sadbhutam Attam Pratyayati. It illuminates. We come to know every vritti when we are in the ekagra bhumika of the chitta. Chitta, चित्त की भूमिका एकाग्रिका एकाग्रता, एकाग्र भूमि चित्त से समाधि अभ्यास किया और पहुंच गए. पहुंचने के बाद उसका फल क्या होता है? एवरी वृत्ति इज अवेयर्ड बाय अस. देयर आफ्टर यू कैन रिमूव और यूज देम डिपेंडिंग ऑन देयर रिक्वायरमेंट. Second meaning is what? Second point, Ikshinoti cha kleshan. In the एकाग्र भूमि युक्त समाधि स्थिति, एकाग्र भूमि से समाधि संभव है. समाधि के लिए साधना ये करना है, करने के बाद समाधि लग गया, उस समय फल क्या है? क्षिणोति च क्लेशान. Now in the next 7-8 mantras or sutra, we are told about the pancha klesha. Klesha means dukkhas. Pancha karanas because of which we become dukkhi. Dukkha Anubhuti is one only. Dukhi. There are two types of dukkha. Dukkha is only one. But the karanas for the dukkha are the 5. Those karanas of the dukkha in Yoga Bhasha are called as klesha. They are 5. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha and Abhinivesha. What are they? Every one of them will be explained to us future. As long as these pancha karanas remain, causes, their effect called as dukkha will continue. Klesha. So, at the ekagra bhumika से पहुंचे हुए योग स्थिति में, when you reach to the samadhi स्थिति through the ekagra bhumi, what it does is avidya asmita raga with the pancha kleshon ko kshinoti, it slowly gets reduces it. The influence of the pancha kleshas get reduced to that extent, the dukkha also goes away, reduces. So first one is what? When we are in ekagra bhumi of the chitta and use it for the samadhi abhyasa and reach the samadhi sthiti, the first result is what? Or sadbhutamartham pradyodayati. You are not in vagueness or confusion. Every thought is aware by you. Second, kshinoti ja kleshana. The pancha kleshas are reduced. Third one, karma bandhanani shlathayati. The karma bandhanas are removed. In the ekagra bhumi से समाधि स्थिति आने के बाद any karmas are done, they don't become the addition to the agami karma. That is a beauty in that samadhi स्थिति. कर्म बंधनों का श्लथन कर देता है ये वाला समाधि जो एकाग्र भूमि से हम पहुंचते हैं. तो साधना क्या है? विल बी टोल्ड. So ekagra bhumis we gained. Samadhi abhyasa we have done. We reached the samadhi sthiti. These are the results. Just like Brahmavid apnoti param. Just now we studied in Vedanta. The one who knows Brahman, he reaches Supreme. But how to know the Brahman? Shravanam, Grahanam, Dharana and Abhyasa. But they are not yet told. That will be told in the continuous Valli second. Here also, what are the sadhanas? They are not at all told. But what is the phala of the sadhana is told. And to do the sadhana to get the phala, what bhumika of the chitta should be there, that is told. Bhumika of chitta is ekagra, the phala is samadhi, and samadhi ka phal, these are the things. Sadhana will be told later on. And each of the phalas, then like that, the first one of sadbhutam artham dyotayati, no thought is cheating you now because you are aware of the thoughts. Every thought we are aware. It's because the flow of the thought is so much and we have never learned to be in the ekagra bhumi or samadhi or become aware of the thoughts that they are making us dance. Pagal bana dete humko vrittiyan. That's what our present state now. Kshipta, mood, vikshipta, kshipta, mood, vikshipta. We have no control in our thinking, no control in our decisions, no control in responding to what's happening in the world around. इतना भयंकर हम सबका जीवन है. But when we achieve the samadhi through the ekagra bhumika, this sadyotamartham pradyotayati, sadbhutamartham pradyotayati, every thought is very aware by us, then we know what to do, what not to do, everything. पता होने के बाद सेकंड क्षिणोति क्लेशान थर्ड कर्म बंधानि श्रुतेति मोस्ट फोर्थ इंपॉर्टेंट इज व्हाट निरोधम अभिमुखम करोति दिस एकाग्र भूमिका से किया हुआ समाधि साधना में ही द नेक्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ चित्त वृत्ति निरोध पॉसिबिलिटी इज देयर इट मेक्स अस फेस टू फेस विथ द निरोधता ऑफ द चित्त वृत्तिस दैट्स व्हाट निरोधम अभिमुखम करोति now this yoga which is achieved with the Ekagra Chitta Bhumika with the sadhanas which will be told in the future. That Siddhi is called as Saha Samprajnata Yoga iti achakshate. That is called as Samprajnata Samadhi or Samprajnata Yoga. And that Samprajnata Samadhi or Samprajnata Yoga, the word itself is telling us the meaning Samyak Prajnayate. It is not a Vritti Nirodha. But Rajasic, Tamasic Vrittis are Niruddha. Sattvika Vrittis alone are there, and those Sattvika Vrittis are fully Samyak Rupena Prajnayate, illumined by the Chitta, aware by the Chitta. So Chitta is there, Chitta में वृत्तियां हैं, वृत्तियां अस्पष्ट रूप में होते हैं रजस तमस के कारण. But when the Sattva Guna is there, every vritti we are aware of it. Pakka. Samyak prajnayate all the vritti. And which vritti is not rajas tamas? Only sattvic vrittis. That is called as samprajnata samadhi or yoga. And that is four types it is said. Vitarkanugata, vicharanugata, anandanugata and asmitanugata. We will be telling about it in the future. Uparishtat सच वितर्कानुगत विचारानुगत आनंदानुगत अस्मितानुगत इति उपरिष्टात् प्रवैदयिष्यामः. भाष्यकार कहते हैं भगवान व्यास आगे आपको बताएंगे. So the Kshipta Bhumika lost in the Vishayas. Muda Bhumika lost in Nidra or Tamas. Vikshipta Bhumika trying for the Samadhi, but again and again disturbed by Kshipta Vikshipta. The Vikshipta and Mudha, it doesn't come into the practice of Samadhi and Yoga. Fourth one, we have come to Ekagra Bhumi. Then the Abhyasa Vairagyati sadhanas which we are going to be told, we do them. Through that, we reach to a Samadhi Sthiti. That Samadhi Sthiti reached through the sadhana after obtaining the Ekagra Bhumika of the Chitta is called as Samprajnata or Yoga or Samprajnata Samadhi. At that level, these are the four things. One is what? Sadbhutam Artham Pradyotayati. Every thought you are fully aware of. It's a great achievement. Then the Pancha Kleshas are not disturbing, Avidyasna Ragati Savanesha. Then your karma bandhanas are not created. Then the next one is what? For the next level of Nirodha of the Chitta, this Samprajnata Samadhi helps us. That means without the Samprajnata Samadhi, the next Asamprajnata Samadhi or Yoga, where all the Chitta Vrittis are Niruddha, is not possible. That is why the fifth Bhumika of the Chitta is Niruddha Bhumika. That's what he says. Last one, Sarva Vritti Nirodhe. When all the Vritti Nirodha has happened, that is the Panchama Bhumika of the Chitta. It is called as Asamprajnata Samadhi or Asamprajnata Yoga. And that time what is happening? There is no thought for the Chitta even to illuminate. When the thoughts are not there for Chitta to illuminate, then what the individual who is doing sadhana becomes aware of? He becomes aware of himself. That is called as Drashtu Swarupi Avasthanam, which will be told in the third sutra. We have explained only the first sutra now, according to Veda. Bhashyakara's Bhashya, Veda Vyasa Bhashya, Vyasa Bhashya. Now, continuation of it. What will be the sadhana for this yoga? What is yoga sadhana? उसका लक्षण क्या है? पूछते हैं. तो बताते हैं योग चित्तवृत्ति निरोध. अतः योगानुशासनम का ही हुआ अभी तक कमेंट्री. नाउ योग क्या है? लक्षण बताएंगे चित्तवृत्ति निरोध. फॉर दैट आल्सो द भाष्यकार गिव्स भाष्यम. So today what I will do is just chant for you the Dvitiya Sutram as well as the Bhashyam. On that we delve tomorrow. Along with the Sambandha Bhashya of one line he gives. Now, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. All of you can repeat. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Again, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Repeat. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Second sutra. The bhashya of it goes like this. Just to make you familiar, I am chanting out. कि सर्व शब्द अग्रहणात् संप्रज्ञातः अपि योग इति आख्यायते. चित्तम ही प्रख्या प्रवृत्ति स्थितिशीलत्वात् त्रिगुणम्. प्रख्यारूपं चित्तसत्त्वं रजस्तमोभ्यां संसृष्टम् ऐश्वर्य विषय प्रियं भवति. तदेव तमसा अनुविद्धम् अधर्म अज्ञान अवैराग्य अनैश्वर्य उपगम भवति. तदेव प्रक्षीणमोहावरणं सर्वथा प्रद्योतमानम् अनुविद्धं रजो मात्रया धर्म ज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्य उपगम भवति. तदेव रजोलेश मलोपेतं स्वरूप प्रतिष्ठं सत्वपुरुष अन्यथा ख्याति मात्रं धर्ममेघ ध्यान उपयोगं भवति. तत् परं प्रसंख्यानम् इति आचक्षते ध्यायिनः. चितिशक्ति अपरिणामिनी अप्रतिसंक्रमा दर्शित विषया शुद्धा च अनंता च सत्वगुणात्मिका च इयम्. अतः विपरीता विवेक ख्याति इति. अतः तस्यां विरक्तं चित्तं तामपि ख्यातिं निरुणन्ति. तदवस्थं चित्तं संस्कार उपगम भवति. सः निर्बीजः समाधिः. न तंत्र किंचित् सम्यक् प्रज्ञायते इति असंप्रज्ञातः. Therefore, द्विविधः स योगः चित्तवृत्ति निरोधः इति. It's a beautiful thing. You will enjoy it. Just have love for the subject, have patience to listen. We will be revealed so many beautiful things. Yoga Shastra with Bhashya Vyasa Bhagavan is so enchanting, so useful. Here, directly our whole chitta is taken and it is dissected, and every part of it is told, and what is wrong, what is right, how to remove the wrong, how to bring the right, all that is told to us. In Vedanta, become Sakshi and throw everything. That is how Sakshi Bhava and Chaitanya Rupa we enter. But it is so impossible for us to be a Drashta or Sakshi when we are such a slave to the Chitta. We are all that. That is why, till that samasya goes away, we have to take the help of the yoga sadhana of the Chittavarti Nirodha. It will help us. Sadhanas will start anyway. We are slowly studying all of them. Thank you. Sarvam samasta yogacharya charanarvindarvanamastu. Om shanti shanti shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Paramanushibhyo Namaha. Parabrahmane Namaha. Shrutimatre Namaha. So the Yoga Shastra talks about the Yoga Sthiti of Atmanubhuti. That Yoga Shastra makes us achieve through the Samadhi. Samadhi is the natural sthiti of Chitta, but disturbed because of three gunas, especially Rajas and Tamas. Therefore, Chitta has five bhumikas. Among the five bhumikas, in the Ekagra bhumika, we reach to Samprajnata Samadhi through the sadhanas given. In the Niruddha bhumika, we reach to the Asamprajnata Samadhi. Therefore, how many are the Samadhis? Samprajnata and Asamprajnata. Which is achieved in which bhumika? In Ekagra and Niruddha bhumika. What is the difference between Asamprajnata and Samprajnata Samadhi? In Samprajnata Samadhi Yoga, we are fully aware of every thought, Sattva-guna thoughts. In the Asamprajnata, all thoughts are dissolved. Then who is there? He sees himself. Therefore, the Asamprajnata Yoga is equal to Kaivalyam, is equal to Swarupe Avasthanam. And that is possible only when the Vrutthis are completely Niruddha. You can't do the Niruddha of the Vritti without Samprajnata Samadhi. Samprajnata Samadhi sadhanas are told, but that you can't do without coming to Ekagra Bhumika. Ekagra Bhumi you cannot come without transcending Shipta Moda Vikshipta. Then we conquer the Moda Bhumika by the Karma Yoga. We conquer the Kshipta Bhumika by the Bhakti Yoga. Vikshipta Bhumika also, through little of Jnana Yoga, we conquer them. These are all interconnected. Tomorrow, little that also will touch, and then the second sutra and its Bhashyam. Thank you, friends, for giving me a chance to study. A totally different looking, but absolutely in line with Vedanta, this Yoga Darshanam. I am very, very delighted to study and try to, along with you, reflect on that. Take care. God bless you. Om